Happy Wednesday. Campaign time. So, we'll see Grim and friends a little bit later on today. For right now, we're doing Gimpy the Crusader run. This is 6 days, 15 hours, 18 minutes into this playthrough. This is my 4th playthrough of the campaign. First was doing the Lich with a Damfear Oracle Hell Knight Signifier. Second run was a Zada and Gold Dragon with a half-elf Arcanist. Third run was Demon with an Orc Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer being a Ranger archetype. And of course this run is Gimpy, neutral good Dwarven Crusader, which is a Cleric archetype. Weapon of choice, Great Swords. Currently using the Fatal Beacon, which is a holy Great Sword. Pretty good. Actually, we got that one really early, it seems like. It's pretty good. I hope there's a better Great Sword out there. We don't really need one, but it would be nice. But anyway, Gimpy, Cleric of the Green Faith. As Green Faith, he gets to pick Animal Domain, which he did, and he chose to get a pet bear named Espresso, named by Mozart. Hasn't been here a couple weeks, but Mozart was the one who named the bear. And Gimpy basically rides around on the bear and they smack stuff and kill stuff. That's the job. Okay, then also we have one mercenary, Veronica. She's a neutral good Dwarven blood kineticist. Her main job is to snipe stuff and kill it with one shots, hopefully. And if not, well, she's doing a lot of damage when she hits. And that's the general idea behind her role in the party. Okay, and then we have the cast of main characters for the companions. We have Sela. Sela is our tank. As a paladin, she originally started off on foot, focusing on the weapon buffs that paladins get, but decided that she wasn't getting into combat fast enough because too slow, mainly because the rest of the group is fairly faster or long range and she's not. So we respect her and gave her a mount instead of the weapon buffs, and now she rides around on Scout the horse, and she kills stuff from horseback. Her weapon of choice is a longsword, specifically Radiance, which is a Holy Avenger in her hands, currently +4, so it has at least one more buff or upgrade to do. Spoiler alert. But that's not for a little while still. So that's her job. Tanking. And then we have Ulbrig. Ulbrig is the companion you get with the last Sorkorians DLC. He is a Griffinheart Shifter. His main job in the party is to do melee damage, which he is really good at with the claws and the biting and the flying and the deaths from above, that kind of stuff. He can tank a little bit. His armor class isn't horrible, but his main job is, of course, damage. And then we have Rushale, or just call her Rue. She is an espionage expert, which is a ranger. And then we're giving her levels of rogue just to get some extra talents and that kind of fun stuff, some extra damage with sneak attacks. And she's, of course, using a bow exclusively currently. The Deadeye, which is composite, axiomatic, good aligned, iron, gold aligned stuff. So it's a +4 bow. Axiomatic means it does extra damage against chaotic creatures, which, of course, demons are. And also when it does, let's see. So, as a first hit in a round against an enemy more than 30 feet away, the enemy suffers a -2 penalty to AC for 2 rounds. I gotta remember they keep doing that, because I keep forgetting there's no save on that. She's also used on Finian. Finian is the talking weapon, as it says. Basically, there's somebody's soul living in this weapon, and the weapon becomes any weapon you want. If somebody needs a longbow, he's a longbow. Give them somebody else, they need a longsword, he's a longsword. That kind of stuff. Anyway, she's also using the Triceratops statuette, who is Bismuth, to ride around to help her get into range when necessary, that kind of stuff. But you got to remember to keep her out of range for the first shot at least, and then she can move in closer. Anyway, that's a Rue. And she's also Gimpy's love interest. So, oh, that's right, Bismuth. There's Bismuth. Okay, and then last but not least, we have Darren. Darren is an Oracle. His main job in the party is to heal and buff and do arcane damage. Arcane damage, but he's an Oracle. Isn't that divine damage? No, because he's got items that do fire damage, and he's our arcane caster as far as that's concerned. So he does a little bit of everything. And he also has a pet wolf, Bob, who helps with the tripping and melee stuff. Does a pretty good job with it. So, that's our party. Any questions? Ask away. Hey, what level are we? We're level 17. How close to 18? Long way to go. And where are we? We are on Colyphyr, in the Colyphyr mines. This is the last stage of Act 4, basically. We got some stuff to do here. Hopefully get through it today. We should. I don't think we have that much farther to go. We cleared out most of it last week. And we're just moving on to the next step today. Okay, so everybody ready to go? Looks like we're good. And all the scimitars we don't need. Free money. So again, we're still in the abyss. We're looking to basically get home, because we need to get back and handle business there. Oh, this stuff. There's a trap here, if I remember right, that we haven't seen.
I'm up for an adventure.
So we're just going to put guidance on everybody to help with their perception checks, hopefully. Because I'm pretty sure there's a trap here. Or is it a trap, too? There's 2 traps, or just 1?
I sense something.
I do, too. There's the trap. I'm pretty sure it's on the bookcase. Oh, no, it's over here on the left. No, it is on the bookcase. Get it, Veronica. Veronica is our trickster person. She's the one disarming traps and whatever. So there's all the stuff there. There.
I am finished.
Remember that was a nasty trap too, if I remember right. These working notes document possible methods of blocking the powers granted by Nahindrian crystals. However, the notes are incomplete. Either the research is unfinished or it has reached a dead end. This Nahindrian crystal has not been fully cut, and its facets remain unfinished.
Trivial.
This magical equipment is used to give mythic powers to demons. These implements are similar to the ones you saw in Xanthir's lab.
Watch out for trouble.
Stuff. Hey, Fanny, welcome back. Every class is getting a new archetype in the DLC. I have no idea what the deal is there. I really haven't been following it. I'll wait until it comes out and then we'll see what it is. So, stuff we just picked up. Nothing good, really, right? Tosophin's that letter. Blah, blah, fluff. So, nothing special here. Bunch of scimitars, but no big deal. Okay. So, let's see. I thought this was different. Not... Oh, I think down here we're supposed to be. That's the doorway out. That's the way we came in. Oh, that's not good either. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be. This doesn't look right. Doesn't seem right. Oh, I wonder if it's because... Oh, I wonder if it's because we did... This is the angel run, and it actually is different because of some decisions we made earlier, I think. I think maybe that's why. Huh. So, what I'm thinking is, in all our previous runs, so this is, I guess, technically a spoiler, I guess, or this is, I'm not going to say this is a spoiler anymore because the game's been out way too long. But as far as this, again, this is my 5th run. The 3 previous runs are different for this. And the reason I'm thinking, it's got to be, because all the other times I've come into this room, the room actually continues off to the right, around here. And there's a big fight that happens down there. And it's not here this time because what the fight is centered around is based off of a decision we made earlier as an angel. Because there's a key character in the game, the what is it, Herald of the Inheritor. He's an angel. Hey Ring, welcome back. And all the other previous 3 runs is he, because of the story, right, is we're getting our power basically from the energy, the evil energy of the abyss, from demon blood, and crystallized demon blood, the Hindrian crystals. And when we find that out, the angel is there because he's following us around invisible, and we know he's there. But when he finds out, and in the previous runs, is like, all your power is coming from the demons. I can't tolerate this. I can't take this, like deal. And he goes off and does his own thing. The Hand of the Inheritor is a herald of Iomedae. I think herald is what they're called. Is it the Hand of the Inheritor? I couldn't remember if it was hand or in herald, but we know it is. But anyway, yeah, he's an angel, and he's been following us around, and he was under the assumption that we were, in all the runs, he thinks that we are the good guys, or based on our behavior, depending if we're evil, good run, it doesn't matter. But in all the previous 3 runs, is once he finds out where the power is actually coming from, it gives him a moral dilemma. Basically, is in the universe is messed up, blah blah blah. How is this happening? And he goes off and he takes off to go fight the shadow of Discari, right? And instead of winning, he loses and gets captured by the shadow of Discari and Baphomet. We've had that because Baphomet and Discari are allies, sort of, kind of. And this part of the story is, like I said, this area is actually not lava. It's a big room, and you fight Hepsimira, which is the daughter of Baphomet, and then you fight Baphomet himself after they killed the Hand of the Inheritor. But in this run with the angel, is we actually convinced him to, suck it up, boy, suck it up, be a good angel. You're not going anywhere. You're sticking with us, and he does. So that's why, and as a result, in the other 3 playthroughs, he's actually been captured by the demons, and that's what we see in this part of the story. But because he hasn't been captured, that part of the story isn't happening. So, not just any Arctic gods, like the right and left hand of the gods. They are the most trusted servants, and each god only has a very small number of them. Like I think Iomedae has 2, which he has 1. Right. Again, that's not really that big of a deal. But he's important to the storyline as far as where we are right now. I'm trying to explain why this is different, because I walked into this room, I go, this doesn't look right.
Success.
What is this? What is your name? Ben. We'll just call you Ben. Welcome to the stream. Is this game better than Baldur's Gate 3? It's different than Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 is a Dungeons & Dragons 5.1 game. It's based on Dungeons & Dragons 5.1. Pathfinder is based off of Dungeons & Dragons 3.5, roughly. And so the gameplay is fairly different. They're different stories. I think this game might have more replayability than Baldur's Gate 3, despite what some people may think about all the decisions and stuff that you get to make in Baldur's Gate 3. I think this one might have more replayability to it. Mainly because of the mythic paths and stuff. As far as I can tell with Baldur's Gate 3, there's no real big differences in the story. Well, in this one there isn't either, but it seems, I don't know, I felt kind of railroaded in Baldur's Gate 3 with my decisions. So Well, yeah, again, this is the reason the leveling up system is different because it's a different gaming system. Baldur's Gate 3 is based off of Dungeons and Dragons 5. This is Pathfinder, which is originally based off of Dungeons and Dragons 3.5. And as a result, there's more choices in your when you level up, right? Of course, Baldur's Gate 3 you can't even see this shit, so it doesn't really matter, but you got a lot more stuff to do with character building in this game. Character building in this is much more robust, but that's the difference between Pathfinder and Dungeons and Dragons anyway. So does that make sense, Ben? So the story is much better than Baldur's Gate 3 in almost all aspects, but BG3 has a smaller scope. In the character animations during dialogue and stuff, they add a flair a bit. Yeah, there's that stuff, but again, you're talking about when you're comparing this to Baldur's Gate 3, it's more than just, of course, the gaming system. There's also the money that's been thrown at both games. This game was done with what, $5-6 million maybe? How many millions it got thrown at Baldur's Gate 3, we have no idea. But again, it's a different system. This is all, this is more classic RPG. Baldur's Gate 3, is it? Yeah, I guess it is. It's the same thing. It's still classic. But the animations and just the amount of money thrown into the voices and the artwork and everything is much higher in Baldur's Gate 3 than it is for here. Because the devs of this game made so little compared to Baldur's Gate 3 when they deserve so much more. Made so little? Oh, don't worry, they make plenty. They're working on their next game already. They're doing what? Rogue Trader? The Warhammer 40k game? That's coming out sometime next year, I think. Looking forward to that one. So don't feel sorry for Owlcat. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. Yes, it's like comparing apples to oranges. They're fruits, but they're different, and they're both good. Yes. Yeah, new DLC coming up in another month or so. Yeah, a 40k RPG, Rogue Trader. Looking forward to that one. Hey, Rose, welcome back. You made mistake of too much dragon's breath cheese in your mac and cheese. Anyway, as I was explaining, so this story is different. They were missing out on some fighting here. So I'm guessing we just leave now. Go through the magical barrier because we got the key we needed from Matosophin. We convinced him that he didn't want to fight us, and that. Starfield completely. Yes, Starfield has totally messed with my whole schedule. I wasn't expecting it to be as enjoyable as it is. Starfield is actually my preferred game to play these days. Mainly because there's so much to do. Oh, maybe we're not. We're not done. Never mind. Skip everything I just said about the angel stuff. I don't remember having to go through that before. But anyway. So, memory. Crappy. Starfield is a mess around casual game. And that's what it is. Enhanced protection here? I hope so. So there's Hepsamira. Make sure everybody's buffed.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
It is the key to victory. So everybody should have everything they need as far as buffs go. Just redid them. Got our resists. Sun marked. It's the good stuff. Angelic Halo, the work. Angelic okay, there we go. Radiant protection. That's from Radiance. Courage. Now, unfortunately, spells. Have you tried the World Crawl and mod for World War or Wrath of the Righteous? It's a masochistic but insanely fun. After you've mastered the game, you can fight Terry Demodans in Act 1 if you get unlucky and the gods are... No, I have not tried that. Doesn't sound like it sounds fun. Keep track of getting hindering crystals and midnight bolts, did you? You're not aiming for this. No, I'm not aiming for the secret run on this stuff. Secret ending. No, I'm not. I don't care about that. So that's why I'm not paying attention to the crystals and bolts. We have them. We just haven't been using them.
I'm prepared.
She is prepared. See, we have. She's ready to go with them, but we just haven't used any. So she's good. Buffs have been redone on her.
Together, we stand.
Does she have Archon's Aura on? Not that it matters. She doesn't. We need to change that. There. Better. There'll be differences to how this whole thing will play out. Was just trying to remember if there's any way tied to getting the crystal. I don't know. I mean, I can hit or hit them with it. It's not a big deal. I got plenty of them. There we go. This is different. The angels are showing up to help the fight. Okay, you followed me for a long time, you frail, pathetic little stalker, but then you disappeared. You've been gone for so long. I thought you were dead. I'm glad you proved me wrong. I would have enjoyed it. I would have enjoyed it if you had died alone in the darkness, lost and forgotten, but I would much rather punish you in person. Behold the great daughter of Baphomet in all her glory. But behold Gimpy with all his army of angels. Hand of the Inheritor, a daughter of the one abominable Lord of the Abyss, and an avatar of another. I am glad to find you both here. Instead of ending the life of one evil creature, we can rid the world of two, unless of course you decide to flee again, Echo. Echo of Discari. And why should I flee? You came here on your own, Hand of the Inheritor, and very soon you'll realize your mistake. Death awaits you here. You will never leave this place alive. Did you know that I was coming for you? Epsamir stares at you contemptuously. You Crusaders think that all demons are as dumb as the rabble we send to Galarian, but that isn't true. I have prevailed in wars and battles that you mortals know nothing about, and I always use scouts. Scouts? My spies are everywhere. When you were trying to get the attention of Our Lady in Shadow, they told me that you were searching for me. I tracked your movements. I knew the moment you stepped foot on that ship, and I sent my slave, Kestaglir, after you. Unfortunately, he proved just as useless on death as he was in life. I disappeared? What are you talking about? My journey only lasted a few weeks. Weeks? You haven't been seen in almost 6 months. You showed up in the Abyss, caused mayhem on Illusionera, and then you disappeared. My spies told me that you had acquired a ship and were headed for Colyphyr. So I sent Kestaglir to hunt you down. But you disappeared, and up until now I assumed you were dead. I thought you must be fish food by now, or perhaps that you had deserted. Having realized your ridiculous and pathetic struggle was doomed to failure. The echo of Discari's laugh is shrill and unpleasant. The Abyss is primordial chaos. The laws of space and time have no power here, but this chaos can be controlled. You could, for example, force it to distort time around a particular ship, one that is being used by some overconfident outsiders who are used to a world of order and stability. Sosavin stole your army from you. The demon reels as if she has been slapped. You can hear the pure rage in her voice as she hisses angrily. Tasafin is a skilled alchemist and a gifted scientist, but he thinks too highly of himself. He was born in the Abyss and has spent his life here, so his knowledge and skills were too valuable to risk on the front lines. He dreams of endless entertainment in the lands of the mortals and desires the glory of conquering Galarian. But he will not live to see such triumph. He will pay bitterly for his betrayal. After all, I am one of the few who know the secret of Metasafin's mortality. But you don't need to worry about any of that. You won't live long enough to see me destroy him. A portal in this room, where does it lead? It leads to the Nexus, our hub of mines and portals. You managed to put the mining of Nahidrian crystals on hold for a while, but the work will resume soon. I'll finish here with you, then go to Galarian to catch Pathfinder and drag him back. I'll have to decide the best punishment for him. Can he still work the crystals if he has no eyes? How about one eye and one hand? And of course, I'll certainly take his legs. He will continue to create an army for me, whether he wants to or not. And with these hordes, I will march through the world wound, through Mendev and through your entire plane from one end to the other. Mortals shall bow before Hepsamira, daughter of Baphomet. She turns her horned head toward Alushale. And not just mortals. I will think of a worthy punishment for you as well, you miserable stupid traitor. What kind of scum would trade the fury and power of the Abyss for a friendship with these slabs of meat? You're a disgrace to the entire demon race. Ursula's eyes flash with a dark burning rage. Who are you, girl, to lecture me about the Abyss? You are nothing more than a slab of meat yourself, a half-mortal perversion of your father. You're not even a real demon, so don't you dare. The succubus stops short, and the fire in her eyes disappears. She gasps, horrified. Oh no, what am I saying? Or why don't you just give up? Pathfinder used his skills to give me new powers. I think it's time to use them, says the Echo. Hepsamira's roar shakes the ground. Her angry eyes flash crimson. When I'm finished with you, I will have you chained. You'll be dragged behind the army, naked, wounded, and trembling. You'll watch as I, daughter of Baphomet and archpriestess of his cult, take Galarian by the throat. I'll bring it to its knees and make it weep like a wench that's been whipped. A lot of talking. Need more fighting. What's that? Oh, that's how they get around it. Cheaters. Cheaters. Boo. Boo. Did I mention boo? Reduce damage. I don't think that worked. Oh look, it's stuff. Why'd you come here with the horse on death's door, though? He'll be fine. Because we didn't have a choice. That actually happened here on the island, because we got robbed. What was that spell she just did? Prayer. Okay, I can live with prayer. Hey Gimpy, how many of these do you want to cast? Wrath of the Righteous, kill the demons in 40-foot burst. Well, almost kill them. Avenger's Blessing. Oh, we can do Holy Aura and everything. Storm of Justice, all the enemies in 30-foot burst, or just go the demon route for... We got two of these. That didn't go off for whatever reason, though. Not sure if that did any real damage either. I got a Shadow Demon out. Hey, Ulbrich. Stupid spell. What just happened? We got screwed. This is Shirako, which is slowing everybody down and screwing stuff up. Yep, Sirocco is screwing us. And we're taking damage from it, but it's still blowing stuff around.
This will leave a bruise.
Yeah, she can't really do anything. Actually, what's this spell? Eagle Splendor, that doesn't help. Nah, she doesn't have selective channels, so that's not gonna help. Heal the horsey.
We won't falter.
Needs a 2, rolls a 1. Happy Wednesday. On a cold that's starting to hurt a little. No, this doesn't seem to be going very well. Go demon. Gimpy. So, Wrath of the Righteous did not go off. His spell did not go off. They robbed me a bunch of damage. So much damage they robbed me of. My staggered? It didn't go off. He cast it and didn't go off. They robbed me of it. He's got no debuffs on him. Because they sure took the charge, because there was 2 of them. They took it. A little bit of vengeance, not enough. Minotaur, Hepzimera saving, made a saving throw. She still took a lot of damage, but she's got a lot of health, so it doesn't matter. That did a little extra damage to Halo. I wasn't righteous enough, yes. Go Olbrich. Oh, he got knocked over by this thing. That's right. So Bismuth. Where's Aru? She hasn't done anything yet. Bob. Sela. Let's do a mark on you that we forgot to do.
Into the fray.
17 rolls at 7. Rana can't get out of there. Or try to.
Strike with all your might.
Dead demon. What? Targona uses heal. Hepzimera heals 25 points. Is that a regen? I'm confused. So Aru can't move. Because she's staggered. Here, let's see if we can pull this off. She's our haste scroll person. Oh, look, everyone's got haste for us. Get him, Scout. Okay, don't get him, Scout. Or her. Bugs of the righteous, yes, bugs of the righteous. Endurance mass. I don't know if that's going to help us too much, but okay. So. What level spells? 6 level spells. Oh, the Bone Shatter. That's right, we went through and did all this, didn't we? Zone power. 6 level or below. So turn that on for the Fire Snake. Hit all the bad guys, hopefully. Well, that wasn't supposed to hit the friendlies, but apparently it did. So the angels apparently are considered hostiles as far as spells are concerned. Okay, Gimpy.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
So close. Oh. Gimpy's Halo damages the Shadow Demon. And he's on the ground. Stand up. Go. Run for your life. Head for the Nexus. We'll hide from this horrible Galarian in the Oceanera. Demons are so brave. You will pay for this. My father will punish you for your insolence. Behold the power. Behold the greatness. Tremble before Baphomet. Make this insolent mortal suffer, my lord, and punish this rebellious angel who refuses to bow before you. Ah, the angel who wandered into the abyss and couldn't find his way back to heaven. I've heard about you. My daughter could not break your spirit, but I will rip out your heart. Well, that's a lie. They've never had him. They've never captured him. So apparently they didn't feel a need to change this at all. My lady Iomade, hear my final words. The leader of the Crusaders, one of the Erudivores' profane creations. His power comes from the blood-fallen demon lords, yet he is our only hope. Looks like you overdid it, my daughter. Your torture drove the angel mad. Swift execution, but I wasn't finished with this angel. There were so many games I wanted to play with him. Show your power, O Lord. Let our enemies tremble in terror. Now it's your turn, you low-life scum. You have disappointed me. How dare you summon me here? How dare you use forbidden knowledge? You think I'm here to save you? No, I'm here to inflict punishment.
Wicked fiend. You have killed Iomede's most faithful servant. You will not commit such an injustice with impunity.
Feel a shiver of excitement, and your chest tightens with anticipation. The light you once wielded in the dungeons of Canabras begs to be revealed once more. But why? Was it the Hand of Inheritor's final words, or was it his terrible death? Whatever the reason, it seems he has awakened something within you.
Have I been summoned merely to push this creature to death? A mortal who still shows loyalty to the queen that exiled him to the abyss. Oh yes, Galfrey guards her glory with the jealousy of a lioness.
You know what the funniest thing about Baphomet is? Because he's such a big wimp, as far as demons go. He's got one of the cooler voices, but he's such a putz. The irony between the voice and what he is so funny. It cracks me up every time.
But no, this creature proudly wears the knife stuck in his back like a badge of honor. Or is the betrayal weighing you down after all? Did you come here looking for a new master? One who can help you seek revenge?
I don't belong to the Abyss. I believe in Desna. I believe in mortals. And in the right to dream of something greater than being dominated by monsters like you.
Slowly, as if bearing the weight of an entire mountain on her shoulders, Rushley straightens up and defiantly faces down the Demon Lord. So we've never seen this stuff before. We've never had a Rue part of this scene before. He's usually headless. He's utterly useless in a head-on fight with any other demon. I know, that's why he's a putz. He's a wimp. He's deceitful, but he's still a wimp.
Well done, sister. I've always believed in you. In the name of all the gods of light who protect Galarian, you tell that thing to piss off.
Good. Angel, feel the light of heaven. You have spoken enough, Lord of the Abyss. I will stop you. I know that I can. He tries his hardest. What did Kippy just do? The light spreads outward, it illuminates the holy wardens, and they reflect its radiance, shining like newly formed stars.
I feel power. It surrounds me from without and fills me from within. Shudder in fear, Lord of the Abyss, for you are my enemy, and I, an angel of heaven, holy warden of the Fifth Crusade, am telling you that you cannot escape from here. Death awaits you at the hands of the one who illuminated us with this light.
Seems so much more real. They do. What's going on here? Angels everywhere? Or is this just the stuff? Look at everybody that doesn't get to do anything. Scout. Where is... Let's see, it's right there. Smite evil. Yes, my horse can smite evil. Yeah, we have a little bit of backup, it looks like. Look, you can mark of justice in too. Okay, Gimpy. What shall we do? Sun form? Be able to just shoot rays of holy fire. Ah, 26 points of damage to him. He hates life. Sort of. I end Holy Blight. Isila. From there. Holy Whisper. Heal creatures with the burst, take the fortitude save, or become sickened, heal outsiders, blah blah blah. Good line creatures gain bonus to attack and damage rolls for so many rounds. Raise a swift action, you can still cast one. Could have, I think. Just go and whack him. That's what I'm thinking of. So many misses. Okay, Gimpy. We know this isn't going to work. They're risky in these fights since their SR is linked up to High Heaven, right? But this one does damage no matter what. It's supposed to. Oops, just killed their own Shadow Demon, but did not hurt him. They're cheating. They're cheating a lot. And missed. Did it hit? Oh, okay. Killed the Shadow Demon, though. I'm not cheating, they're cheating. Gimpy's Halo, though. Has no animation, lamely. Yeah, that's what throws it off. The damage was done, it just you don't see it happening. He really likes that spell, doesn't he? Roll better. Yes, he ate a lot of damage. That's okay. We can bring a friend back. Oh look, everybody's healed. Oh look, Gimpy still gets to do some damage. Gotta be a better shot, though. See, look, a new Shadow Demon. Bob is up. Bob is slow, though, unfortunately. That raid's ultimately still a ray. Gimpy doesn't have the feats to really hit something with a magic. Yeah, I know. Shadow Demon. Oh. That Gimpy's little thing doing that again? I think so. Bolt of Justice. See if this does anything. 152 damage. Suck on that one, Baphomet. Yes, Bolt of Justice is a totally different matter. And it works. And we get, every time we use it, we get another Shadow Demon to sacrifice. So what's up with everybody not doing anything? And seriously, what is the deal there? Why aren't they standing up? I mean, obviously we're slowed down, but what else is going on there? Overwhelming presence. No, is that right? No, that's what he has on him already. It's his thing. Cleanse flames, your allies might knock them out of it. Oh, that's right, cleansing flames. We gotta try that. Thanks for the reminder. Totally forgot about that spell.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Cleansing flames. Dealt total damage, but automatically healed of any ability damage, blindness, confusion, or dazzle, exhaust, fatigue, nauseated, and sickening conditions. Well, see if it works. Got to take a little pain to wake up, maybe. I don't know. No, that doesn't look like it did anything. Bob. Apparently didn't wake anybody up. Get away, Bob.
The light, take you.
Shield of Law? Oh shit. Screw that up. Totally screwed that up. Totally screwed that up. Angel Buffs also grants Shield of Law to the team. I know it does. It's one of the 9th level ones. Yeah, he's got another chance at it, so. Oh, Bismuth is up. Stay there. No! What'd you do that to Bob for? Veronica's up.
Into the fray.
Okay, so try again. Mass Heal. Fortress of the Faithful. This is just... That's not what that is, though. Level 8 stuff? Gale of Life. Avenger's Blessing. This is it. Target gains the combined effects of Divine Power, Holy Aura, and Greater Heroism. Who wants that? Should we give it to Espresso? Divine Power, Holy Aura, and Greater Heroism. For 1 round per caster level. You can just put it on Gimpy, right? Not work, holy or protection from charm and not mental. It doesn't look like it
Hello
work.
Gimpy, it is time to take a break. Go check on the dogs.
I'll need to review this.
Your next break is in 1 hour.
Stuck there. Get him, demon. Using Cola Blast because energy instead of touch or regular range attacks, and fails to overcome spell resistance. You suck. Probably should have tried to use that dispel. Too late. So this is not. It's not it. Shape change, mass heal. Only had the one. Shit. Do we have scrolls? Shield of Law, right? And with Bolts of Justice might just be better. It could be. I just want to see if I have a scroll. Shield. Shield of Faith. Shocking Grass. We don't have a scroll. We don't have a scroll for it, so it doesn't matter. Storm of Justice. Go. He's not our friend anymore. Really not our friend. If this hits, he'll hate us forever. It actually hit. He is currently at badly injured, which means he's at probably 100 hit points. Sorry, 493 to go. 493 to go. Demon goes down. Okay, Veronica. Needed a 6, rolled a 4. Happy Wednesday. Quicken or greater quicken magic. Not keep his belt, by the way. On his belt? Quicken or greater quicken magic. On his belt. Does he have? He don't think he has a rod, does he? Oh, look, she hit something. Gimpy doesn't have any quicken stuff. Could summon some divas to help. Casting 2 bolts of justice in 1 round, we kind of will kill kind of anything. Well, he's got to hit him first. Oh, bolts of justice. Oh, I see what you're saying. Give him a rod to use that he doesn't have. Gotta want to heal. Did that one, just do this. Nice miss. Give the Book of Dreams to anyone that might do summons for you. Nobody's really doing summons, that's the thing. All the summoning is basically accidental. It's only it's because he's wearing the belt that, you know, 6th level spell or higher summons the demon. It's the only reason we're getting the summons, otherwise we're not really doing any. Go Shadow Demon. Fails to overcome. Spell resistance 42. 19, so what is that? 23? Doesn't he have creeping death? Yes, he does, but the thing is he's kind of out of the fight. Oh, I see what you're saying. For summoning the swarms. Again, we don't use it that often. It's not like the main thing that he does. It's more of just to screw with the AI thing. Because unlike Owlcat, I don't believe that swarm should be the go-to thing to piss people off. I know there's a lot. But Darren's got it. Darren's the one with the quickened rod, I believe. Because he's our main spell damage dealer. Other than Gimpy, I guess, technically. But oh, look, killed him with the halo. How curious, this barrier is within my realm, but I cannot pass through. It says every.
Impossible. Impossible. Asmodeus himself could not contain me, but now, a mortal.
Die. Now she gets through.
Bravo. Bravo! What an unexpected performance. Lady Vorlesh did not tell me you were capable of this. To take away a demon lord's ability to move across the plains and through space. You set up a barrier that even I, in my own realm, was unable to overcome right away. The old goat must have been very, very surprised when he died.
So what happened? Lady in Shadow, you may think of you know everything about me, but I am not your plaything. My abilities are mine. I'm not limited by you, Erilu, or anyone else. You cannot control me. So what happened?
Your power resonated within your companions, causing an unusual effect. It reminds me of how the chain of wardstones works. I could not cross the barrier, and neither could the old goat. He was trapped inside, and could not escape when he became too exhausted to fight.
Yeah, you cannot control me.
Do you still believe your abilities were given to you by the gods? Or perhaps you think they are a product of your own mental fortitude? What nonsense. Yes, you managed to defeat your first demon lord, but you are the only one to accomplish such a feat. Do you know how many demon lords I have murdered?
Do not speak, but you are not the only one to accomplish such a feat. I just realized that. That's a little bit of an error there, isn't it? Especially when that's the next sentence. What happened to Baphomet will happen to all my enemies sooner or later.
I sincerely hope that wasn't a threat.
How did you get here?
You have been absent for too long. You are the chosen instrument of my will, but for months there was no word from you, and no one in the Midnight Isles knew where you were. I watched you from afar, unseen, but then you also managed to hide yourself from my gaze. If it hadn't been for Lady Vorlesh, I would have thought you dead long ago. She kept reassuring me that you were alive, and then I felt your blood in my realm again, and I heard the sound of Baphomet's hooves as he walked through my land. That is when I realized two things. First, this was my chance to annoy the old goat, and second, betting on you was the right choice.
Where did you decide to attack Baphomet? Why did you decide to attack Baphomet? You didn't want war.
I did not want to enter into a difficult, exhausting war against Baphomet when he was at full strength. But massacring his minions when they are helpless and success is guaranteed? Well, that is a different matter entirely. Thanks to recent events, the slaughter can finally begin. Baphomet is frightened. He will not leave his abode for at least a year, because if he dies again within that time, his death will be final.
This gives me an overwhelming advantage. My black bolts gave him a kiss he will not soon forget, and the memory of their touch will cool his fervor.
Demons never want war. They want one-sided bloodshed. Of course that.
2 armies of demons will meet in the coming battle, and one of them will be led by its mistress in all her glory. The other one, however, will be cut off at the head and left without the leadership of its lord. In a year's time, I will have undermined Baphomet's forces and deprived him of his troops and allies. By the time he finally feels invincible again, it will be too late. And instead of crushing my servants and destroying my islands, he will be forced to bargain for his life. As you can see, I won this war before it started. And it's all thanks to you.
That Baphomet is dead. Will he become an island in your realm?
No. Any demon lord that is killed will return to their abyssal realm, where they will be reincarnated. Their body will be unharmed, but the demon lord will be vulnerable for an entire year. If they are killed again during that time, they will be drawn into the Rift of Repose forever. However, if I kill them, they will become an island in my realm. Therefore, nothing will induce Baphomet to leave his labyrinth during the next year.
Said I was gone for several months, but my journey didn't take that long.
Perhaps it felt that way, but believe it or not, Alishanira has already forgotten the hot-headed Galarian who caused mayhem throughout the city. You may have ended up in some sort of temporal anomaly. These sometimes occur in the Abyss. Or perhaps someone arranged this anomaly for you. If that is the case, you are lucky to have escaped from it so quickly. You could have been gone for several centuries.
Power has increased.
Of course it has. Everything went according to plan. Your fight with the Demon Lord sapped much of your strength, and you were forced to rely on the power that you were given by Lady Vorlesh. You reached for it instinctively, without even realizing what you were doing.
Enough about the past. Let's talk about the future. Makia26, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the stream.
Every Demon Lord needs a weapon. Someone who will be an instrument of their will. Baphomet chose Hepzamira, and I chose you. I'm glad I picked the superior weapon. You proved yourself stronger than your counterpart, and laid bare the cowardice of my enemy. I, the Lady of the Midnight Isles, will give you the honor and glory that such a deed deserves. With a single blow, you have begun the great war between Nocticula and Baphomet. And I will reward you for this achievement.
Perilous Shade. I forget what that is.
Your queen will reward you for this deed. But she cannot match the generosity of the Lady in Shadow. Accept my profane gift, and remember the moment you triumphed. The moment Nocticula herself expressed her gratitude and respect for you.
What's a profane gift?
Every succubus can bestow her dark patronage upon whomever she likes. My magic will enter your being and enhance your already exceptional abilities. It will also allow me to watch over you, and, if you are in mortal peril, help you. It will not make me your guardian demon, but you can expect to receive some aid from me. Furthermore, there is one more aspect to a profane gift. It allows the succubus to affect the mind of whoever is under her protection. You have proven to be trustworthy, and so I will not exploit this by invading your thoughts. Others, however, will not be so kind to you. If a powerful demoness charms you with her magic and grants you her profane gift, you will become her toy. A mortal can only have the patronage of one succubus, and I would rather give you mine than leave your enemies a chance to cause you harm.
I don't need your gift because you're a demon. Never trust a demon. Turns cold and ruthless, sharp like a blade.
Use my gift. Reject my favor? As you wish. My patronage will not extend to your humble self.
Promise you would help to close the world wound if I killed Hepsamira.
Conquest is your next step. The world wound can only be closed where it was opened, in the Threshold Fortress. Go back to Golarion, gather an army, and bring the full force of your power down upon your enemies. Baphomet will wish to recall his soldiers as soon as possible in order to repel my attack. You will only have to deal with Discari's servants. When you get back to Threshold, stand on the edge of the rift that connects your plane and the Abyss, and we will execute our plan.
What's to stop Baphomet from sending more slaves here to mine crystals?
I will stop him. Baphomet's servants will be too frightened to go to the place where their master was killed. And whoever tries to mine my crystals will taste my wrath. You have fulfilled the mission for which you came, Golarion Crusader. The mining of Nahindrian crystals has ceased, and Baphomet and Discari will no longer have mythic demons under their control. I will send my servants to destroy the network of passages they have carved throughout my islands. I will destroy all their portals, including the one that brought you to Alashanira.
What's happening on Golarion?
It is clear that Queen Galfrey lacks your talent as a strategist. In your absence, she has made several mistakes that have brought Mendev's Crusaders to the brink of destruction. She is a skilled warrior, and a good leader, but that is not enough. It never has been when it comes to dealing with the world wound. You were the one who tipped the scales toward a victory for Mendev. But you'll soon find out everything for yourself. I won't spoil the surprise.
So no spoilers? How do I get home?
The same way you arrived, through the Nexus. The rift that led you into the Abyss is open. Of course, the Queen tried to close up every opening within the Midnight Fane, but I'll let you in on a secret. She didn't close all of them. If you look hard enough, you'll find the way back.
Try to return as soon as possible. I have other things to do here.
As you wish. I only hope that when you get home, it won't be too late to save your plane.
It'll be fine.
Now it is time for you to return to your plane. You are desperately needed there. And I must attend to my own affairs.
Okay, more talking. Gone. Garna speaks softly, but she can barely contain her fury. The smug demon is wrong if she thinks she can toy with you, but we cannot simply dismiss her words about the trouble that awaits us on Golarion. Gippy, we will hurry there. I will transport our companions across the plains. Finish your business in this cursed place, and then come home to Golarion. What happened when Baphomet appeared? Everything changed. Power coursed through me, and suddenly I was connected to all the other wardens. It was as if the actual wardstones were united in a single chain. It's like I'd like to believe we could do something like that again. Eliandra, I was focused on the feeling of power. I was focused on the feeling of power that flowed through me, so I did not pay much attention to what actually happened. However, it seems the power that connected all of us was also bound and weakened Baphomet. It also prevented any interference from Nocticula. If we can do something like that again, the Demon Lords will be too frightened to show their faces in the wound. It is a very appealing idea. Turns out that an old cripple like me can still do quite a lot to help the Crusades. I may be able to fight. I may not be able to fight, but I can help the ones who do. That barrier we created, that we became, it not only weakened and bound Baphomet, but it also kept the Lady in Shadow away from us, and we are in her realm. Demon Lords cannot survive where the light of heaven shines. What are you going to do when you return to Golarion? I can't read today. Whatever it takes. Darkoana speaks with an almost grim determination. Her voice conveys her deadly resolve. We'll pass through the abyss and have seen so much evil and sorrow. We let the demons toy with us for too long, always defending against their attacks and never going on the offensive. But now that you have defeated Baphomet, everything has changed. The Lady in Shadow did not expect things to happen the way they did, even though she tried to hide her surprise. I want to go after Metasophon. He is leading an army to the Temple of Pelura. We have to stop him. Moreover, he knows the Echo of Discari. He will be the first step on the ladder that leads us toward us I can't read. On the ladder that leads us toward those who rule the world wound. If we set off right now, we can probably catch up to him. You can find us after you finish your business here in the Abyss. The Hand of the Inheritor is dead. He was a warrior and he died as a warrior. But he was avenged. His voice is a mixture of steel and sadness. The children of Pelura will keep the memory of their friend and ally alive. I still can't believe it happened. He was an example to all of us, leader of the angelic host. It's been a long time since heaven has suffered such a terrible loss. Herald of Iomedae is not easy to kill, but we saw Baphomet rip his heart out. A heart that knew no cowardice, self-interest, or malice. How could the demon lord even touch it? Surely its fire would have incinerated him. We meet again on Galarian. If Metasophon shows up in the World Wound, we will meet you at his location. Otherwise, we'll meet in Pelura's Fall. So long. Ta-da. Off they go. So, I need to take a break. When we get back, we'll go through loot and stuff that's here, probably, and discuss what happened to the Hand of the Inheritor. Because, is he really dead? I don't think he is. Because they screwed with the story. They did. Anyway, and Fenny. Will viewer group 10 go far? I don't know. We'll find out in a couple hours. Got to get up, stretch your legs, get some water, that kind of thing. If you've been watching the stream for any length of time, I suggest you do the same. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.